Everybody can see this here. This is for Illinois' evening draw. This is Mo Money Terry. You know, I do Missouri evening draw also, but since I've been in Illinois here for a little while with my daughter, since I had the eye surgery, I'm trying to set up something here in Illinois also. But I'm tracking Missouri, but Illinois is easier for me to get access to over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is kind of demonstrate what's going on. Um, Congratulations, everybody. I got that 125 that I posted for Illinois. People that called me, let me know, subscribers that hit that straight. I had that posted for the evening draw. And it came in on the Thursday, on the 4th. And like I said, it was they called me and let me know that they hit it. I didn't even know. I forgot I had it on there. I didn't check it, but I post my numbers for the month of April for Illinois. So again, congratulations. All right, let's see what we have over here. So these are the numbers. I'm trying to get organized. So yesterday, Illinois' even number was 448 that came in. So with the picture at a glance, like I always say, we're the home of no tic-tac-toe, date sums, grids, flips, multiple different rundowns. All you need is the 111 rundown. That's the only one you have to know on a winning number that comes in for the day. Then once you do the 1-1 rundown, I have 22 numbers that I do the 1-1 rundown for the Pick 3 at a glance system. Those 22 numbers with the 1-1 rundown gives you all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. Okay? And that's what we use. So what I'm going to do here, like I said, I'm kind of just starting this. So hopefully I can get this going and get the feel of everything. I'm going to do the 1-1 rundown on the 448 that came in. So everybody know what the 1-1 rundown is. Let's see. I think this thing's got a time delay behind it too. That's making it a little bit more difficult. 448 with the 1-1-1 rundown. Can you see that? Yeah, it does have delay. It definitely does. Okay, now you add 1 to each one of the numbers that came in for yesterday, the 448. And what you do, you add 1 to the 4, you get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, and 3, then the 4. When you get to the 9 and you add the 1, that'll give you 10, but you don't use the 1, you just use the 0 in lottery math, okay? So once you get down to the bottom, and you have the same number at the bottom that you have at the top, you add it correctly. That's what they call the 1-1-1 rundown. We're going to do the same here. We're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Same here. You're going to add 1 to the 8. You're going to get 9. You're going to get 0 because you got the 1 to the 9 gives you 10, but you don't use the 1. You just use the 0 in lottery math. You count straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same number at the bottom you had at the top. You had it correctly. I used the 1-1-1 rundown because it's the simplest rundown to use and it's the most effective rundown to track all 1,000 numbers at a glance for the Pick 3 at a glance strategy. Okay, so if you can do that right there, you got the system whooped. Okay, one thing you're going to need, this one tool is called the Blind Squirrel app. You're going to need to put that on your phone to work the pick thread at a glance strategy. Okay, let's see if I can show it to you on my tablet here. And on this, like I say, this all look like I'm running is behind. Okay, here, this, I hope you can see it. This the app, it's called Pick3, and it's a green app, but it's called, when you say Pick3 app, it'll show up in your, if you got Android or if you got the Play Store, Play Store for the Android, and I guess the other one for the other phone. Can't even think of the other phone. All those. Right. I guess I'm trying to think ahead of myself here. But you need this app. You're going to need that one app that's going to help you, because this is how it works. You're going to hit the app, and like this 448, and here you had 111 here for, you had the different rundowns that you can use. All these multiple different rundowns that they have, that people try to use to hit the numbers the next day. Look, it's impossible to figure out what number is coming the next day. I've been doing this for 30 years. I put this system together for 30 years. You have to track the actual 1,000 numbers. Tracking is the key. If you're tracking, believe me, you'll be packing to Lucky Town. That's the best way to do it. All right? Because you can use any of these, any one of those 1,000 numbers that you use to pick from the hit, you can use them as a rundown, except to make a rundown except for triple zeros. That's why I try to encourage everybody to use the pick thread at a glance strategy, or some strategy where you can track all the 1,000 numbers in your state. So this is what we're going to do. That's why, where I did handwriting with the 111 app, the 111 rundown, I did that for years on all the numbers myself, but then I found this app. What you're going to do is hit this circle here, and then the number board should come up, which I'll see if it's showing up for you guys. Okay. Now, you're going to put this 448. All right? It's going to drop back down, and you want to use the 111 rundown. You hit the 111, and now it's going to give you the actual numbers that I just did longhand. Let's see, I'm going to be a little slow here because my camera is running behind, so I got to make sure y'all see what I see. Okay, where to go? Can you see? I'm going to see. I'm going to put this side by side. Nope. Come on, camera. But you see the numbers here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? The 448 ain't in there quite naturally because that's the one you ran the 111 rundown on. But if you look at all those numbers, let me make sure you can see the whole thing. I sure hate this thing has a lag behind it. Okay. If you see those numbers, those are the same numbers when you do the 1-1 rundown that are on here. Now, while we do the 1-1 rundown on the winning number, remember I told you I had 22 numbers and I make 22 columns. We want to find out what column this 448 is going to be under the doubles. Okay? So just, I'm going to be a little slow here. So this will be a learning video. I'm going to be slow so you can kind of catch what I'm saying here. So what happens is you're looking for the base number out of those 22 numbers, which I know and you will know automatically once you start doing it for a minute, what the base numbers will be. You'll be able, if you use this app, and you'll see, okay, the 004 is the base number now. Okay. Like I say, I might be teaching this a little backwards, but I'll straighten out as I go. But you can always put stuff off. But you have to start from where you are and learn as you go to get better. Because if you just wait till you think you better, you'll never get going. So this is where we at. Now I'm gonna show you the 22 numbers. All right. And I hope you can. Okay, where's my paper at here? Oh, here it is. If you get your little calendar, you can write, track your own numbers on your own calendar and write the numbers in as they come in. All right. Here, what we're going to have here is, I'm going to show you the base numbers. Here are the 22 numbers. This is the number, the sheet, strategy number 1 of the pick 3 at a glance. I hope you all can see that. I can't tell if you can or not because, my eyes, I had eye surgery, so I'm doing the best I can. I'm not going to let anything stop me. I'm going to keep on rolling, Okay, and what I did the 1-1 rundown on all these numbers that made each one of these columns of these 12 numbers. And these are the base numbers up top here. The 012, the 013, the 014, the 015, the 016, the 017, the 018, the 024, the 025, the 026, the 027, and the 037. Okay? I did the 1-1 rundown on all these numbers. That's the straights. The singles, rather. All right? So remember that. But we had a double to come in, which is the 448. Now this is the 12 singles. So that's 12 of the 22 numbers that I was telling you about. Now, the next sheet is the doubles. Okay? Now, as you watch it now, I have plenty of videos that'll show you all of these numbers and how I came about it. So just kind of follow me along as I explain this to you on the sheet. Here's the 10 doubles. So you got the 12 singles and the 10 doubles. And there's one, and you're going to have 10 columns. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And remember I told you the base number was 004 when you did the rundown on here, on the 448. And when you did it in the Blind Squirrel app, you see that 004? Okay, now you got to remember now, if this number comes a different way, this 448, it's going to change the way the 044 looks. It just so happened it runs the same way as the 004 now. But if it came 484, then this 400 would change, because they can come 3 different ways. But it's still the same number. You just want to go to the column with the 400. Okay? And here's the 400. And here you're going to go down and find the 448. And here's the 448 right here. Bam, you're done. Come in.
I'm about to run over here and get Craig Bree stuff, so I'll be back.
Okay. All right, baby.
It's gonna take a little minute though, okay?
No problem. Okay, so here's the 448 off the 004. Now with these numbers, with the 22 numbers, like I say, you're gonna have all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. You got the singles that can come. Let me show you again. I'm taking my time here because I want you all to be able to get this, because I'll be picking it up as more people come on. All right, so here we go. I'm doing better, thanks. Okay, so here's the singles. They come 6 different ways. All right. and that's 12. So each column represents 60 numbers. So what that is 12 times 60 gives you 720 numbers. All right? It's going to give you 720 numbers. I think you can see this. And then you got the doubles. You got 10 of them, and you got 3 of them that can come 3 different ways. All right? So that gives you 30 numbers, 30 times 9, because the triples only can come one way. 30 times 9 is going to give you 270 numbers. And that 270 numbers going to give you 999 numbers, or 990 numbers rather. Then you got the triples that can only come one way, and it's 10 of those. Okay? And that gives you a total 1,000 numbers with just 22 columns that you have to look at. And that gives you a 1 in 1,000 odds. So all you're doing is marking the numbers off as they come in off of each column. You're marking the numbers off as they come in off of each column. Working with the law average, what you want to do is reduce the pool of numbers that you're looking to have to play. So you have to know what numbers have came in to know what numbers to play, because you want to play the numbers that are left with the law average off the columns, off of each one of these columns here. Okay, as you marking them off, you're reducing the number, the amount of numbers that you're going to be looking at in the long run to have to play. And you'll be able to track the actual 1,000 numbers. No guesswork. That's why I say you won't be able to have to use the tic-tac-toe, the date sums, the root sums, the flips, all those other different strategies, because you're actually doing it while you're looking at it here in real time with your numbers at your own state. All the numbers are going to run different in all the states. That's why you can't figure out what number is traveling to your state from another state, because they all gonna run different. Some states got 4 draws. So quite naturally, it's gonna hit some of those 1,000 numbers that look like gonna hit in your state. But you don't know how the numbers are actually rotating if you're not tracking the actual 1,000 numbers in your state, because your midday number is gonna run different from your evening numbers. The numbers across paths, because there's only 1,000 of them. You got 53 states that's running, some of them running 3 draws a day, 4 draws a day like Texas, 2 draws and 1 draw. The only way to be sure what's going on in your state is tracking your actual 1,000 numbers for yourself before you begin to play, or before you play. Remember, if you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, you don't have to rush to try to hit. You can sit back and lay out a strategy, watching your 1,000 numbers, and let the lottery hit you, and you stop trying to hit the lottery. Let the numbers hit you instead of you trying to hit the numbers, chasing them every day and not knowing what they're doing, and not knowing why you even playing a number. Here, when you playing these numbers and looking at them, you're going to know why you playing it. If you decide to play a number off of column 3 here, you'll know why you playing the numbers off of column 3. Because as you didn't check the numbers off and you realize that column 3 ain't hit, I can tell you in 3 or 4 months, when you do hit, you're going to say, oh, I better go to column 3 and pick up some of them numbers, because the numbers ain't hit on this column in 3 months. And yes, it can take 3 or 4 months for columns to hit. You only got a third of the numbers that you can hit all year are the 1,000. Only have a third of the numbers. You got 1,000 numbers. You got 365 days in the year. If you played a different number every day for that whole year, you still got 635 of them numbers. You don't have no idea what's going on with them unless you tracking them on something like this picture at a glance strategy that I'm showing you. If you want to be packing to go to Lucky Town, you got to do your tracking. You have to track your own numbers for your own state. Now, and each one of these columns here all the numbers mirror each other in an organized manner. In a very simple, easy, organized manner. Let me show you here. Let me show you something. So here. They all mirror, and if this is what mirroring is, let me show you what mirroring is. You got 1,000 numbers. If you make a graph here, a digital graph here, and you do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you do 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9? Out of those 1,000 numbers that you plan every year, when you're trying to hit, let's say up here is triple zeros to 499 of the 1,000 numbers. That's the top half of the 1,000 numbers, okay? The bottom half is 500 to 999. That's your 1,000 numbers. And when they say a number can mirror each other, they mirror each other, they saying that that top half is the same as the bottom half. Cause a 0 can be a 5 can be a 0, a 1 can be a 6, a 6 can be a 1, 2 can be a 7, 7 can be a 2, a 3 can be a 8, 8 can be a 3, 4 can be a 9, 9 can be a 4. Reason being, say you decide to play, 0, 1, 2, and the lottery paid 5, 6, 7. They just played the mirror of your top number that you played. That's what you look for, okay? Or you played 2, 3, 4, and the lottery played 7, 8, 9. That's what they're talking about, mirroring your numbers. Or vice versa. Say you played the 5, 6, 7, and the lottery played the 0, 1, 2. They played the top half of your number. Can you see that? Very simple strategy with Picture at a Glance. There's no fuss, no muss. You ain't gonna get that with the tic-tac-toes, date sums, the grids, the root sums, and all those other different strategies at a glance. Now right here, I'm gonna put a number in. I guess you can see this. Now, let's say on that 448 come in, and they do the tic-tac-toe and they put the number in like this, 448. And then they tell you to count one, right? And you count one, you go 9, and then you go 0. Well, 1 to 9 is 10, but you don't use the 1, you use the 0, you go 0, then you go 1, you skip here, then you go 4, then you go 2, then you go 3, and then you go around till you hit 4 again. Now you're supposed to guess out of this what number to play for the next day. And the way you're gonna get the numbers, you can go down this way. The numbers you can play is, if you go this way, straight down, you go 4, 2, 3. And then you can go down this way and play 1, 4, 4. 1, 4, 4. And you ain't gonna have no idea why you're gonna be playing these numbers. Or you can go down this way and play 0, 9, 8. 0, 9, 8. You ain't got no idea why you're playing. Or you can go across this way and play 3, 4, 8. No idea why you're playing it. 3, 4, 8. Or you can go this way and play 2, 4, 9. 2, 4, 9. Then you can go this way and play 4, 1, 0. These are the numbers you're going to come up with. Or you can go this way and go this angle here. You can go 2, 4, 1. Let me move this up where you can see it a bit. You can play 2, 4, 1. 2, 4, 1, or you can go this way and pay 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Let's see, can you see? Let me see if you can see what I'm looking at here. Yeah, the 2, 2, 3, 4. Make sure y'all can see. Make sure y'all can see. But these are the numbers that I'm getting out of this tic-tac-toe. Then you can go this way and play 109. Let's see. 109. On the tic-tac-toe. Or you can go 489. Let me see, move it. Like my video's dragging, but 4-8. You ain't gonna have no idea and no organized manner while you playing these numbers. You got to be organized. You got to track your numbers in an organized manner, something you can understand. And understand why you hitting. Okay, now you see all that I just did? Now you just tell me why you playing all these numbers. But with picture at a glance, let me show you. What you're going to be doing as you marking the numbers off, you're going to always know what column the numbers fell off of. And every one of these numbers here, remember when I showed you the graph here? Mirror, got its own mirror in each column. So you won't have to guess what number, if its mirror fell with it or not. Like the 012 here, 012, the mirror of it is 567. The 123, the mirror of it is 678. The 234, the mirror of it is 789. Okay? And so on and so forth. Each one of these columns, the numbers mirror each other. So you'll always see what's going on. You'll know if a number on that column fell and its mirror did fail or did not fall. My recommendation, if you see a column may fail in 3 months or 2 months, and you looking to play off that column, first thing you want to look at to see if the number and its mirror hadn't failed. Them going to be the two numbers that you're going to play together. Because you're getting you can cut it in half. So 50-50, if they play that top one and you play in the top one, they might play that bottom one. So you ain't got to guess to play it. But I only play like that if I know that the number and its mirror did not fall. I don't just play a number and play the mirror when I'm playing numbers just to play them. Some people say, well, you should have played the mirror when you played the number because they played the mirror. You can't guess it like that. You have to actually track to see what the numbers are actually doing in your state. Again, the 012. If you see that the 012 and the 567 did not fall, you want to play those two. Okay? You want to play those two. Now, all the columns are organized manner. If you see a column, say you following and you see a column ain't hit in 4 months and you winning, you ain't got to guess what 10 numbers you're going to have to play like you would have to guess off of here and not know why you playing. Every time you do one of these tic-tac-toes, you ain't got to do it. You know everything you need to do right here. No guessing. What you going to play, how you going to play the numbers. You still doing some guessing, but you won't be guessing on why you playing the number. Same on the doubles. Let's go to the doubles. They all mirror each other also. Let's go to that 400 here. See if you can see it. Because see this 400? You found that 448? The mirror of it is the 993. Each one of these columns mirror each other. each one. The 004, the mirror of it, is 559. The 115, the mirror of it, is 660. You won't have to guess what mirror and what number hadn't came off of these 22 little columns. Okay? Start tracking, you can start packing and go to Lucky Town. Okay? Same here. All of them. It's I came up with this, y'all, but it's ingenious. I'm telling you. I don't like bragging, but I love this. I love this system because it made it so much simpler for me to know what numbers to play and how to play them and why I was playing them. But before, I was doing this. I was doing that. Doing this right here. Had no idea why I was playing the 410 or the 249 or the 348 or the 423 or the 194 or the 098. You ain't gonna never be. How you gonna win if you're doing this stuff? Just how? You now if you're doing this and you lining up with the actual numbers and you got a reason to play it, then by all means. But if you're just doing this right here, and believe me, time is not on your side with this because you have no idea why you're playing this. You ain't got to play every day with this because time is on your side. All you got to wait is for the numbers to start lining up and watching how the columns are hitting. Time is on your side. Ain't no rush. Play a couple of dollars if you like playing, or so you got a couple of numbers that you done found on a column that you want to play, and it's mirror. Don't put a lot of money in it. When you hit, reinvest into the numbers because you know what each one of them numbers on each one of the columns are doing. That's what I do, y'all. This makes it really easy because all you gotta do is glance at the sheet and keep the sheet up. And even if you don't keep it up every day, you can do a whole year backtracking the way I showed you with that app in a day's time, and whatever numbers are left is the numbers you start lining up looking to play. And you carry whatever numbers are left on your sheets over. You do one of these sheets every month. Okay, this master sheet. These two here, you'll do one every month. I do one for the whole year, tracking for the whole year. A master sheet, and then I do one for each month so I can see what columns did not hit each month without having to guess what numbers I'm going to play. And as you're doing it each month, you're going to be able to glance at everything in a major way to see what numbers going to come out and how they falling. Okay? See if there's anything else I want to tell you on here. Now, what I did when I put this sheet together, I didn't know how I was going to do it and how I started tracking the numbers. I had to go back. I went back 2 years, marking off all the numbers that had failed 2 years prior, just to see how it worked. 2 years, longhand, doing 111 on all the numbers. You won't have near as problems I had because you got that app I just showed you, that Blind Squirrel app. But it's worth it. You won't have to go back no 2 years. Might have to go back 6 months. But the more, if you started the sheet, the annual sheet, going go back 6 months at least. And you still got a lot of numbers left. The farther you go back, the less numbers you're going to see that you got left to play. I was over here in Illinois. I did it all in one day. I went back for a whole year in Illinois. It don't take but a minute. Well, a little day, a little setback, a little set time. Okay. Now, another strategy that I have here, and if you need the data, the lottery posts, you can go back a year on the lottery posts. You can go back a year on the lottery posts and find out how far back to go. Last year's numbers in your state. Lottery Post is a good website. If you have any problem, just leave some in the comment. Okay. Now another one you want to do is track your pairs as they come in. This is my pair sheet. If I track my pairs, like the 448 came in, I mark. You're going to, if you got. Let me do this here. The 448 came in. You got a double, so you're gonna have two numbers. So you're gonna have two pairs. That'll be the double fours and the 48. That pair is knocked out. Okay. If let's say you got 1, 2, 3 come in, you're gonna have three different numbers. So you're gonna have three pairs. You're gonna have the 12, the 13, and the 23. That's marked off. Okay. And let's say you have a triple, say triple twos. You're going to circle the triple twos, the double twos, because you only got one number. That's to let you know that that double came in, even though it came in on a triple. Okay. And whatever pair that, like, see this? Oh, let me find one. This 38 that's underlined here. Can you see? I hope you can see that 38 that's underlined right here. That's right here. That means that that number didn't come in last month. So I know when I hit that if I'm going to play, I'm looking for pairs to play, I'm going to play the 38. Just like this 448 hadn't hit last month. And you see what number came in? The 448. And the 48 did hit, but the 44 hadn't hit. But I knew by tracking that I knew that the 44 or the 99 pair, one of them had to come in, because neither one of them came in last month. And they mirror each other. 4499. 4 can be a 9, 9 can be a 4. Okay? And the same way with this 3, now 3 and 8 pair hadn't came in. Didn't come in last month. Now let's go the whole month. If the whole month they don't come in and I hit, I'm laying on this 3 pair and this 8 pair, and I hit. I ain't guessing what pairs to play. I'm laying on it. Let's see. Let me find another one that did come in that's underlined. Well, the only one look like is the 38 so far, and a good number would look to play. Since I know this 38 didn't come in and it's 338. I'd be looking at playing 338 when I hit. See, I ain't guessing. I'm looking at the actual numbers as a pair. And I got this set up for May or next month. This will be, now this here is a monthly sheet that I do also. Okay. Same way here. With this here is the single digits. This is strategy number 2 on the triangles. This here is strategy number 3, which is the single digit numbers. Every time the number come in like the 448, I'll mark off the 448. Reason being, see, I can already tell at a glance for the month so far, ain't no zeros filled with none of the numbers. And that's the only one. Ain't no zeros. At a glance, you can look at that. But the thing is, say at the end of the month that I don't say, if at the end of the month, I don't mark off no zeros for the whole month, which can happen. I did that with 777s in Missouri. For a whole month, did no 7 play for the whole month. And I for 2 months, really, to be true with you, I hopped on them 777 like a crazy man. I dogged my name, my dog 777. I think I changed my phone number to 77 something. I got them. And this the kind of stuff you be able to see. They gonna trip up, but you can't see if they trip up if you ain't tracking. They tripped up. Yeah, they tripped up, buddy, on them 7s. But you can't see that if you ain't tracking that tic-tac-toe, that they sum, them root sums and all that stuff is not going to show you them tripping up. And they trip up, believe me. They trip up. Because if they not cheating, them numbers going to do what they do. And it's possible for a sevens not to hit for 2 months. It did for me. And like this 38, a 38 pair in Missouri didn't fall for 4 months. So if you were playing a number with 38 in it, it didn't show up for 4 months. But you don't know that if you ain't tracking. If you tracking, you'll be packing to Lucky Town, okay? You'll be packing to go to Lucky Town if you're tracking the actual 1,000 number in your state. That's the key. But you got to do the work. You're going to have to go back. You're going to have to start tracking. And this is not a next day hit. It's following the numbers. Let the numbers tell you what to do. You burn all your money up hitting these numbers, trying to hit these numbers the next day with this type of organization. You got to be organized to win big. Where's that? And hey, I'm just telling it like it is. These tic-tac-toes and all this other stuff that people showing you, ain't no organization to them. They can't tell you why you playing these numbers. You have to know why you playing. And I believe most of them will tell you to do your own research. They will tell you to do your own research before you play numbers. I know most of them will. And you have to. If you don't, you're going to be playing in the dark. This is the sheet to use for your research. You'll always know what pairs didn't fall the previous month, or what pair ain't failed for 3 months, what pair ain't failed for 4 months, what sevens didn't hit for 2 months, what like these doubles, these triples, these zeros ain't hit for the month of April yet. You know? Let's see. I want to see if I got anything else to tell you on this here. And then, like I said, see, if you see a 3-8, see, you can strategize and you can build yourself a skill set customized to your own state. The numbers be customized to your own state because you got all the data and all the information. You don't have to guess. You don't have to go anywhere to try to get this data or information because you got it right here on these little sheets. And the last sheet, this strategy 3, and then I got one more for you. This strategy number 4, tracking your front pair and the back pair is a must. It's a must for the whole year. This is a yearly sheet. But at the end of the year, I know what pairs did not fall on the front or the back, and I transfer those pairs over to the next year. Because by the law of average, they'll show up. Let's see if you can see. And these numbers here at the top, it's the same as the bottom. Now right here where the 448 came in, what I'll do is mark off the 44 here on the front, because these numbers are the same at the top and the bottom. And then I'll mark off the 88. The 48 on the back. Let me column 4. 8 on the back. Let's see, am I on? Can you see me? Okay, yeah. 4-8 right here. Y'all don't believe. I have to watch this phone to see that y'all can see. I hope y'all can see. Oh, Lord, this is something. Okay, the 4-8 on the front, 4-8 on the back. At the end of the year, by law average, you take those numbers over, you know what front pair and back pair didn't fall. Like 047 didn't fall in Illinois. I hit that 047 because it didn't fall. The 04 didn't fall on the front page, so I played the 04. Okay. On the front, law average has got to fall. It got to fall. Now, how long? But you ain't worried about it. Time is on your side because you tracking, and as you hitting, when you do hit, you got somewhere to go. You know if that 04 didn't fall last year, so you say, okay, I'm going to play 04. I'm going to do a rundown on the 04. And this is how I do it. I do the 04 here. I do a run on that. I knew the 04 didn't fall on the front. So what I did 040, pen drying up, 041, 042, 043, 044, 045, 046, 047, 048, 049. I ran that for a couple of days and it came in 50 box, or you can do a straight box. I was able to do a straight box when I hit it. So, you know. So that's right. That's how you do your run. And it was, what, $10? But I would have backed off if it hadn't hit soon. You don't want to burn your money up. You'll know. Okay, that's a run. That's a wheel. I call that a wheel. You're running a wheel on that 04 front or what other number. If it's on the back, you do the same thing. Say the 04 was on the back. I would run 004, 104, 204, like that, whatever the number is. And I think I go, I go on the triples. Now, my thing on triples, I do not play triples every day. A lot of people like to play those triples, but they throw in their money. Triples do not pay any more money than any of the numbers, and they're harder to hit. Okay? I only play triples when I did the front pair and the back pair and say triple zeros, and I track for the whole year. And near November and December and January, no triple fail for the whole year. And I see that double zeros on the front and double zeros on the back ain't fail, then quite naturally, I'm going to be playing triple zeros. In 2022 in Missouri, we did the same. In Missouri, some subscribers followed me, and we hit the triple eights because eight only fell on the front once in January for the whole year, and near September, no eight fell on the front or back. So quite naturally, triple eights was the triple to play. Don't play those triples every day. Track, if you do anything, track to see if the front pair and the back pair fail, and also if NAM fail all year. Now in 2023, only thing hit for evening in Missouri was triple zeros for the whole year. And then midday was triple zeros and triple twos. But on average, you should get 3 triples out of the year on average. But it don't work like that all the time. That's why I say don't waste your money burning up on them triples. And if you're gonna play anything that you want to play, you actually need to track those triples. And the one way I say, only way to play them if they ain't failed all year. If they haven't failed all year. Okay, now, and because this is the front pair and back. This is a yearly sheet, strategy number 4. So if you have any, questions or comments, just put them in the comment section, or email me at momonetary at momonetary@gmail.com. I prefer you kind of email me because I'll get it easier, and sometimes comments come up missing, and I'm not for sure when I respond to comments people are getting them. I don't know why. I don't know. I heard people on YouTube complaining about that, and I know it has happened to me a couple of times. So I just got more confident in the emails coming. If you send an email to moterry@gmail.com, I'll get your emails. So so all I can say, if you tracking, you'll be packing to Lucky Town. So play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.